Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Julie and I'm here to do my reaction video for season 3 episode 6 of Dickinson. This time the title of the episode is A Little Madness in the Spring, and for the first time this season I have actually been able to just log into my account and I'm ready to watch Dickinson. So no changing password like the past 5 episodes. So that's good. That's good on Apple, I guess. But yeah, I'm really excited for this new episode. The episode actually kind of, I think, has dropped earlier because today's Thursday. Usually this is on Fridays, and I think it dropped yesterday. Who knows? Thing is that I'm very excited for this episode and to watch it. I haven't been feeling too well in the last couple of days, but right now I had a burst of energy and I was like, I want to watch Dickinson. So here I am and I'm gonna watch Dickinson. I think I'm gonna watch Riverdale after this, so we'll see. I'm excited. I'm excited for this episode. Also, I'm really excited to see how the relationship between Emily and Sue is going to develop, you know, because Sue was really upset with Emily. She was more upset at Emily sharing her poems with someone else and not really thinking that Sue could help, rather than the fact that it's the, I don't know, 1800s and Austen just asked for a divorce, which is something unusual, and she is like, I can't deal with you anyway. So, but she's more upset about Emily than she is about Austen. So we'll see how that turns out. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really happy that we get to see. And yes, I also saw that a lot of people comment saying that there was supposed to be a kiss when Emily was confessing her love for Sue, but sadly got caught out because of COVID and COVID restrictions. So one more reason to hate this pandemic, you know, no Emmy Sue kisses because of it. I hate this. Anyway, so here we are, ready to watch episode 6. We're 4 episodes. What the hell was that sound? 4 episodes away for the season 3 finale and series finale. So let's see what they have in store for us. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys like it. Give it a lot of thumbs up, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. You can go to Patreon to watch the extended version. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys continue supporting for more. And without further ado, let's just begin with season 3, episode 6 of Dickinson. Here we go.
Although, of course, sometimes things can't be mended. Sometimes a leg needs to be amputated. Just cut clean off in order to save the rest of the body. And then you just move on. You know, you move on without that leg, and you pretend you never even had 2 legs to begin with.
Why are we going
They're
dark?
called housewife kits, Emily.
I wish I had an actual husband to care for.
Aw,
Housewife kits would
sweetheart.
feel much more authentic if I was really someone's housewife.
Unless she said something to you, Emily.
No, she isn't speaking to me.
It feels strange to go days without seeing them. I know
Yep.
Austin and Sue are right next door, but they feel much further.
Yes, it's awful.
Yeah, trust me,
We just have
it's
to
even worse for her.
That this is our family now, Mom. We're like the soldier that lost a limb. We're gonna come out of this stronger.
So wait, are you telling me, Emily Dickinson, that you're not going and try to apologize to your girlfriend? Please, for the love of God, this is what I'm here for.
Let's get in the carriage. We're going to the lunatic asylum.
To the where now? Why are we going to the... What?
Those are dreadful places.
Oh my God.
As long as we're getting out of the house, I am so down. I need a change of pace.
See?
Dad, they're gonna make you a trustee. That's so cool.
As I'm sure you've heard me say, women's mental hygiene is a cause near and dear to my heart.
I've never heard you
Yeah,
say that.
never.
This is the perfect opportunity for me to cement my legacy.
Yeah, that's all it's
You know, when I
about.
secure this position, this town will remember that Dickinson is a name to be said with respect.
Yes.
Sounds good to me, Dad.
It is great.
It is great. And the world will know of the last name Dickinson. But not because of you.
So, ladies, to the carriage.
Yes! A daycation. I'm
Okay.
going to get our bonnets.
I don't think this is a good place to
Dad,
be
we
like
will
all
get you that
happy to
trusteeship.
go.
Whatever you need, you can depend on me.
I'll bring the horses round. Be ready in 10.
Emily, This doesn't smell right.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
she
Isn't it obvious?
thinks it is.
Your
It's
father
actually
is trying to
smell.
lock me away in that asylum.
No.
What are you talking about?
It's the oldest trick in the 19th century playbook. Tired of your wife, marriage gone stale? She had a bit too much to drink on your birthday, put on her wedding dress and fell down the stairs? Well, just say she's mad and lock her away.
Come on, Dad would never do that.
Your father is very conventional, Emily. And let's face it, it wasn't my finest hour.
Well.
Okay,
Okay.
listen to me.
I understand why she's
I promise
afraid.
you, I will not leave that asylum without you.
You swear?
Yes. Now let's go get in the carriage.
Come on, it's a beautiful spring day.
She's so
Emily, get
scared.
very close.
This is my wife, Emily. And this is my daughter, Emily. And this is my other daughter.
Lavinia, what the
Very
fuck is
excited for
wrong
the
with
tour,
you?
Aren't you girls?
I'm a perfectly sane level of excited.
I love the flowers you've planted out here. Flowers come back like old friends. We didn't even know we missed them.
Oh, don't psychoanalyze her right now. She's a poet, okay?
I like flowers. A totally normal amount.
Me too.
Right. Well,
Oh, come on. If
we
she's
begin the tour?
scared,
Yes,
she
this
has
is
to
going to
have
be
a
fun,
reason, right?
you wanted to see me, Colonel?
Yes. My brother. Come on in.
I just find it extremely annoying that he calls him my brother.
You'll find our girls here receive state-of-the-art care. We have a very progressive understanding of mental sickness,
Oh,
covering
do you?
all the modern female illnesses.
And why is it
ranging from
towards-
exhaustion, overeducation, menstruation, laziness, being unmarried?
Being unmarried is a mental illness? No, yeah, that feels right.
No, it's
to
not.
acute mania, more commonly known as grief.
Oh, you know, Mrs. Dickinson here was recently bereaved
Oh.
over the death of her sister.
Oh no, but she's fine. Grief is one thing.
Edward, I was not. You liar. Me, mourning my one and only sister? Unlikely. I'm over her. Good riddance to that one.
Come this way.
She is a genius, a comedy genius. She's just afraid. Okay, that doesn't.
Did you hear that?
Hey, what, my dear?
The scream.
Maybe it was just in my head.
Does
Oh,
that
don't
happen
say
often?
that.
Hearing things in your head?
Fuck off. No,
Emily has quite the imagination. She's very gifted that way.
she's a poet. She's a poet. Stop it.
on.
Can't you just enjoy a fun family
This is a
outing?
mental
I wanted to help
institution.
Dad make a good impression.
I do. But I think Dad deserves to know if there's something suspicious going on here.
Yeah.
Doctor, what is that door for?
Oh, it leads to another room.
Sure. What kind of room?
Yeah. What kind of
Just a room
room?
designed for patients who require a bit more privacy.
Nah,
Surely you
they
can
torture
understand
people
that, Emily.
here. Okay, I am not comfortable with this at all.
Where did Mom go?
Did we just lose her?
My, this is a nice looking room.
Where in the world does a woman get treated so well as at an insane asylum? The staff here does all
Really?
the cooking and the cleaning, plumps my pillows. It's heaven. The wallpaper. There are people in the wallpaper, doctor.
Oh, she's
Great
pretending.
bedside manner, that one.
So you just rest all day and no one expects anything from you?
Bingo.
That's a Sunday for me.
Doctor! There's something funny about this wallpaper.
Hey, that's my shtick. Get your own.
Get your own. Oh my god.
Go find Mom. I'm just gonna see what's in here.
No? I don't think you should do that. Or go in there alone. Oh, I'm not gonna like this. As long as there are no ghosts here, I can handle it. If this becomes Bly Manor. Oh, I'm not liking this.
I mean, if it wasn't totally horrible.
Yeah.
What was his name?
The sweetest name in the world.
Joseph Lyman. Joseph was your lover?
Uh-oh.
Should have married him when I had the chance.
Uh-oh.
He proposed to you?
I love Joseph with all my soul.
Yeah?
Yeah.
His heart
Being
always
there.
belonged to someone else.
Who?
Who was it? That bastard. Abigail? Virginia?
No, it was some nitwit from Amherst. He just called her Vinny.
Oh!
Seriously?
So you have someone to actually grieve for. Don't.
That is so horrible.
Yeah. She's so happy about it.
Anyway, he's dead.
Oh my god. That's right, he is.
But now she has someone to cry for. Oh, Lavinia. Austin!
And I assume you're also serious about divorcing me and taking custody of our child.
Yep.
Oh, come on, Austin. I mean...
Figure out some of the paperwork.
We have a non-traditional marriage,
That's an understatement.
so perhaps we should also be non-traditional parents.
What do you mean?
Okay.
I mean, I would like you to raise this baby with me. I don't want you to be some cold, distant father like the one I had. I'm sorry, I've been slow to realize that, but
Okay.
I hope that you'll believe me now and give us a chance.
Okay. That's good. That's some middle ground. I mean, she's not talking about your relationship with her.
Thank you.
There is a little boy with no name who needs a clean cloth diaper. Get to work.
There we go. That's all he wanted. Hey, that's all he wanted, you know?
Dickinson, as someone...
That's all he wanted. Because I think he really does understand that there is, you know, if there is no future between them, they have to make some sort of arrangement where they can at least be at peace living in the same house, you know? Okay.
You surely have respect for my medical opinion, do you not?
Oh, of course I do, Doctor.
So then you must trust my professional diagnosis, which is that your daughter, Emily,
Oh, do not even try.
is a lunatic.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's not a lunatic. She's just a poet.
Oh, dear God, man. When one member of the family is mentally ill, the entire family is affected. Let her spend a bit
True.
of time here.
No.
Undergo some of our cutting-edge
No.
treatments. After all, we run the finest women's insane asylum on the East Coast.
No,
You
don't
just
do
need to
that.
sign her over to us.
Please tell me you're not about to do that. And look at where Emily is. We might never find you and get you out. What is this? Emily, what are you doing? There are women in cages.
Take one step closer and I'll jam this into my aorta.
The aorta's in your chest?
They have them chained?
Is that Abby?
Is that Abby?
Last time I did not hide any pills under my tongue. Wait, Emily Dickinson?
Yeah,
My
hello.
best friend came to visit me? I'm so
She
tired.
didn't even know you were here.
Are you all right? How did any of you end up here?
I went to fight in the war and they threw me in here. They couldn't handle my gender.
My husband,
Oh,
Minister
okay.
Daniel Bliss, put me in here. But it's cool because that's my new boyfriend.
Oh, hello.
Why would your husband do that?
And found me generally annoying. I'm making air quotes, but...
You can tell. Oh my god. This is so dark.
Good question.
I'm gonna break you all out.
Yes, a
My father deserves
hero.
to know what is going on in the basement of this institution. This is
Oh.
a flagrant violation of women's rights.
Okay, now you're talking.
Ladies, listen up. Here's the plan.
I mean, ladies and
Y'all did the homework
gent.
last night. This is my wonderful sentence.
Damn, Everett, that's good.
It really is.
Students, congratulations. If you pass, you might receive your weapons even sooner.
I'm tired of soon. I won't now. I want to get to the future.
In your future, Michael Jordan, cobblers will make special shoes in your honor.
That sounds dope, as long as they better than these.
Anything is better than those.
Yeah.
Damn.
I write to them, but I never send the letters.
I noticed that. Why that is?
I just think maybe it's better if they forget me.
I think you're thinking
odds
for
are I'll never
yourself.
see them again. So I keep poking at a wound that can't ever heal. Better for them to move on, and I'll just keep my memories of them
I think you're trying to be
to
heroic
myself.
and you're hurting them.
Wow.
Yes? Very
I have to
fine
say,
looking.
Y'all look like
Regiment.
a real regiment.
Because you are.
Not just a volunteer army. Let me ask you something. Are you boys hungry?
Always. Why?
Because y'all ate that up and left no crumbs.
Line up. I said line up.
And
Go!
I feel bad for Abby.
in the spring.
I do hope that we can formalize the trusteeship.
With all due respect, I simply don't think I can offer you a place on the board when you refuse to accept my medical appraisal of your daughter.
What's this?
He thinks that Emily needs to stay here.
What? Emily's not the crazy one. I am. Lock me up. Lock me up for decades. I'll take the blue room if it's available.
I've seen this all before. Mothers try to take the place of their daughters. A noble sacrifice, but I won't allow it. Emily
She doesn't
is
wanna
the
do
one
that.
who needs to be institutionalized.
We had all
No.
this talk about her, and where is she? Where's Emily?
Here she comes.
Demanding women's rights, civil disobedience, these are textbook examples of serious brain damage.
No.
Pardon my sanity in a world insane.
Yeah.
What's gotten into her?
Dad, you need to know the truth about this place. Women are being kept here against their will. They are misdiagnosed, abused, manipulated, over-medicated.
I like the pills.
Okay, Abby, I got
Abby?
Dad,
We have a
is
point.
not a progressive institution. In fact, I doubt places like this will survive in the future. They are a crime against humanity.
Yes.
They will be looked
Always.
upon as relics.
Edward, you want to help?
Always ahead of her time. Yes.
Leave Emily here with me, likely for the rest of her life. Just say the word, and I'll make the arrangements.
You can't leave me here. No, Dad, you wouldn't do that, right?
If you don't, you cannot be a trustee.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Are you? Okay.
I wouldn't.
Okay, thank you.
Doctor, my daughter Emily belongs at home with me.
Thank you. Well,
And if that means losing your trusteeship, this will be it.
yeah. Thank God.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. What for?
Armstrong. What is that? You hereby announcement that you were on the day of legally. He's being drafted for 3 years in accordance with the provision of the. What? And on the national forces and other purposes approved and currently reporting before, and the play be deemed or deserter and be subjected to. No, my child is not going to war.
You say battle coming?
Yes.
Does this mean we'll be receiving our weapons, sir?
I'm very much hoping that I can facilitate that.
Oh, for fuck's
Facilitate?
sakes.
What does that mean?
Where do we get our guns? Sir.
I don't have an exact timeline.
But if war is coming, so
But-
what? This is so fucking sad, man.
I'm scared.
Oh,
Let's do a group hug.
let's do a group hug.
Man, we got you.
Oh.
You guys were right. We can't wait any longer.
So what you gonna do?
I'm gonna call him out on his bullshit.
Yeah, you do that.
I'm starving. You starving? Mother, what's on the menu tonight?
Where are you going? To bed. Do not disturb me.
Go off.
For like a 20-minute nap or until the war is over.
Good for you. Good for you. She needs time off. You guys can cook for yourselves. Okay, guys. So that was the end of season 3, episode 6 of Dickinson. This was a really eye-opening type of episode. Just gets to show you how incredible, Emily is, and it kind of moves the story with Austin a little bit, and Austin and Sue, a little bit forward, and that was something that I was expecting, because from what I have read about the life of Emily Dickinson and her family, which also kind of like took the fun of it a bit, from when the doctor is like, we have to lock Emily up. I was like, wait, but I didn't read that she spent the rest of her life in an asylum, so he's gonna say no. So that part was a little bit ruined because I have read about that, but not big deal. They did made it a little bit suspenseful where I was like, maybe they're gonna lock her up for a week, you know, and maybe I didn't read about that, and then, you know, but the thing is that, well, I did knew that. I also know about the fact that I don't think Sue and Austin ever got divorced. If I'm not wrong, they even have one more kid or two more kids, if I'm not wrong. While at the same time, everything that is happening with Emily and Sue is happening because of, you know, of the poems and the letters and all of that, you know, Vinny later discovered once Emily passed away. So, and the letters that have been published and everything, we know that they had a relationship, but how that relationship was and how it actually happened is left to our imagination. And like, we can put it on like some sort of like put it on paper a bit by having this show, you know, and how it could work. But the thing is that I knew that Austin and Sue never actually got divorced. They always lived there. I did not knew that Austin was drafted to be part of the army during this war. So I don't know if he's going or not. Maybe, you know, his father will pull some strings, so, you know, he's actually just like a general, something like that, where he's not actually involving like a battlefield, you know. But we'll see, I guess. But the thing is that I did like the conversation between Sue and Austin, because as much as I know that they are not going to get divorced, by what we have seen on the show, it doesn't seem like they have a happy, healthy relationship, you know? And I think the first step needed to be taken by Sue, because Austin has very much laid his cards in front of her. She knows what he wants from their relationship. She knows what he wants to do, you know. But it's up to Sue, and Sue has been denying him to be with the baby, and like she has started to build, like allowed him to build this resentment towards her, you know. And of course she has been, you know, kind of like an influencer like on the previous season, not so much this season with her parties and all of that, but like last season we saw that, and I'm gonna guess that she did not want it to make people talk. And also because if she's getting divorced, that will mean that she will be away and not having her baby with her, you know, it might not be something that she wants. And also because Emily is there, you know, and as mad as she might be at Emily, I don't think that's gonna last too long, you know. So she knows what he wants, so she offers something, which is honestly, she had to give him something, which is like, okay, I want you to be like, it has taken me a bit, you know, to understand this, but yeah, I want you to be the father that I did not had. And like, why is it that, you know, men at the time could not, you know, put a new diaper on the baby or changing them or bathe them or things like that? What, you know, why is that just reserved to the women, you know? And when Austin is the type of man that he will not have a problem with that. He actually wants to do that, you know? So since they are not a conventional marriage, let's do that. They are not going to be conventional, you know, is that how you say it? Parents either, you know? So I think it was good. I think it's a really good way of compromising. Of course, if this was said in another time in modern days, I would be like, just divorce him and go try and live your happy life with Emily. But that's not the reality right now, you know. Like, that's what I want. That's like, if this was set up in this time and age, you know, I will tell her, just do it, you know. Goodbye, Austin, as much as I love Austin. But Austin is having like the worst time because he is unhappy in this marriage. Both of them are, you know. So of course I will say, get divorced and move on and find yourself being good friends, so you can be good parents to your child, But yeah, anyway, so she did do that, and I think that I'm happy about it. Well, I'm not happy will be if she once again has, because if I'm not wrong, she does have 3 kids with Austin, but I don't know if that is counting the baby she lost on the previous season. So if that's 2 kids already, like the one that she lost, this one that has no name yet, that I think is, I don't remember his name. Anyways, and the next one, so that will be 3, and that's it, But what will lead for her to do that if she's so in love with Emily? It doesn't add up. Something doesn't add up. Or is her just trying to pretend? I don't know. There's so many things, even with the show, left unsaid between Sue and Emily's relationship, that it leaves you wondering what was real, what was it really like, I mean, we can have the context. This show is done beautifully, it's telling a beautiful story, and telling a story that is so progressive, so up to date, even though it's set back then, and like it just gets you to see how much we have gone forward. But at the root of the problems, it doesn't seem like we have figured shit out, And I love the show, but it's still with the Emily and Sue relationship. It's still, a bit of like, there is so much to tell and so much things that we will never get to know of how it really was and how they really handled the fact that she was married to the brother. Like, I wonder that, But yeah, hopefully next episode. It does seem by the thumbnail for the next episode, which is The Future Never Spoke. It does seem like they're in the tree that they used to be, before everything, back season 1. So I'm hoping for a kiss. Okay, I fuck COVID. Honestly, okay? But anyway, so that's gonna happen next episode. Hopefully lots of MSU on that one. But yeah, also this episode we had the mental institution, asylum thing that we saw. And, at the surface, they are very progressive, treating women for laziness. I did not knew laziness was a mental health problem. That only happens to women, apparently. I was like, okay. But anyway, so they have that. They have like extreme or prolonged grief, which at the end of the day is just grief. You go through the stages of grief, and like, I don't think there is a time. It's not like, okay, 1 month you're gonna be angry, and the next month you're gonna accept it and deny it, and like, I don't think there is a timeline. Okay, I understand the girl's always crying, but it feels normal. I mean, someone that she really cared about just, died, and in such a horrible way where you cannot really say goodbye, and he was so young, and blah, blah, blah. So it's understandable, but she's there, to be treated. And these people, who are playing along with the doctors do receive a better treatment, but women who are, for instance, gender non-conforming, or like Abby, that is, she was protesting because she, on the previous episode, we did see that she was with a blanket type of thing. It says votes for women. So since she is, fighting her own wars, in trying to get women the same rights and all of that, the pastor who she's married to said, you know what, you insane for wanting this thing and embarrassing me, so I'm gonna lock you up. And then the sad thing is that Emily gets her out, gives her a right to the exact same house, where the man who put her in that place is. And it's just like, of course she, like, I feel like they made her, so like, oh, I'm so happy, like, the pills. It's just because it was the effects of whatever medication that they're giving her, you know, where she doesn't fully realize the situation she's in, or they wanted to make it seem like, oh, everything is okay, but we know it's not okay, you know? So it was brilliantly done, in my opinion. And just, you know, it was awful. It continues to be, you know, and it continues to be even more so, even though we have progressed, you know, some emotions and some things are considered more women-like than other, you know, when a woman gets emotional, it's just too much in the work environment. Is like, oh, this, like, women, you know, they get emotional. Like, if, like, I don't know if men do not get emotional. It's just insane, you know. Or if a woman presents themselves as more empowered and more loud, they are like, you know, they're deemed less, you know. Instead, when a man does that, it's a good thing. Oh, look, he has a heart, you know, and that's why he's emotional. Or like, he has authority, and that's why he, you know, raises his voice and things like that. And while in terms of mental health, we kind of have broken a few barriers, still, you know, there's a lot to be discussed about mental health that it's not talked about, that is sometimes, you know, not freely, it's taboo or something like that, you know. And the minute someone doesn't fit that little box that people call normal, then you must be crazy, you know. And it happened back then, and still continues to happen till this day, you know, which is bullshit. Anyways, so also back in, oh, I don't know where they are, with the all black regiment. It's like the guy, Higgins, right, is his name? I really hate him. I really hate him because to me, it seems like he cares, but that he cares enough for, like, I am making progress. It's like, it's kind of like he's like the Supergirl writers, where they think that by saying, oh, we are a woke show, then they actually are a woke show, you know? And they don't actually try to bury any barriers, but rather just say, we are the good ones, you know? We have a transgender character who's a superhero, but we're never gonna pay attention to her at all. We also have a lesbian who, where is she? We don't know. And like, you know, all these checks that they do. And like, I feel like Higgins is exactly that, where he is like doing these things more for, I don't know American history, so if I'm being completely oblivious and like completely ignorant about it, let me know. But what I get from watching the show is that he's just there to like mark a few boxes, and like, we have the, I mean, this is a war, a civil war to get them their freedom, so we're gonna have a black regiment, you know, full of volunteers, but we're not actually gonna call them a regiment. We also, like, even though they are supposed to be part of the army, we're actually not gonna give them weapons, you know? So if they die in the battlefield, it will not be a fair fight, even though it's their fight, the one that is happening right now. You know, and he might be calling up some favors. He might be writing some really angry letters. But I don't think he's doing more than what is needed from him. Okay? So I'm glad that Henry finally is going to call him on his bullshit, you know, and he actually sees how this, you know, they are treated as, they are like a circus for him. They are an opportunity. They are, because I don't feel like he is true and honest about what he wants. Because if he really believed that they are as much as an army as the rest of the people, the white men fighting, then they will give them the same opportunities. But no, they don't. They expect the same result by giving them nothing to work on. Okay, they have to figure out how to fix their shoes and how to get like nice clothes. They set them up for failure. You know, the fact that they are kind of thriving, that they went, like, they passed their first inspection, It's like a miracle because they are giving nothing to succeed. Nothing. And it continues to happen through this day where, you know, you expect people from poor upbringings to be like, yes, you can do it. You can be as successful as the, you know, as the kid who is in the best school in town. You can be as successful as him, when in reality you can't, you know, because you're not given the same opportunities. You're not given the same education. You're not given the same food. Nothing is the same, but you expect them to achieve that, you know, maybe because one or two are like do wonderful things to try to achieve it and they actually make it. But for the rest of it, you know, it's 1 in a million kind of thing. And you uphold them to that position, knowing fully well that you are exactly like that regimen, setting them up for war without giving them an actual weapon. So what it is, they're gonna kill them at the end of the day. And for what? For Higgins to be like, I made the first regiment. They were kind of okay, but never given the same opportunities or chances than other people, you know, which is so fucked up. Henry's speech about his family, I understand that what war and his place in this war, you know, what he feels about it, you know, and he's like, maybe, you know, I'm gonna help them heal before it actually happens, because the odds of me actually returning home are almost none, you know. But the thing is that the fact that he's not writing or at least sending these letters because he wants to, you know, just make them forget about him already, it's just so... I just wish he could open his eyes and see the other side of it, which is like his family, Betty and his daughter, will say he wrote us and we were in his mind until his last days, if that is what will happen, because you don't know what will happen, you know. And I think that it will be a lot better to have that, to know, hey, I'm here, I'm doing this. And, you know, but they will know that the possibilities of him not coming back are there. I don't think it will hurt them any less. It will still hurt them if they knew that you were dead. But, like, finding out that you died, but that you actually forgot about them and never wrote them back, I think that's going to hurt them a lot more than what he's doing at the moment, in my opinion. I don't know. You know, but I think that he wants to be a martyr right now and like sacrifice himself and like get, you know, believing that he's the only one carrying the weight of this decision, when in reality it's the entire family who's hurting. I think he is trying to be that, but like I don't think he's seeing the other side of it, sadly, you know. And Betty's the one who has to carry on with this and you know, be there for her daughter and try to make life better for them, you know. So yeah. Mrs. Dickinson, always a queen. Always a queen. She was like, by the end, I love that she was like, I'm tired. Wake me up when this word is over, you know. Go get them yourself some dinner. I don't give a crap. I love that. I absolutely love that. Lavinia kind of being happy that that Joseph Lyman, who I swear to God don't even remember his face. I remember Ship's face, but that's not the same character if I'm not wrong. But anyways, she was like so happy that Joseph, this girl said that Joseph loved some girl named Vinny, you know, and she was like so happy because she has actually lost someone in this war. And I was like, that shouldn't be okay, Vinny. But I love Lavinia. She, like, to me, she can do no wrong, you know? But it was hilarious that she was, like, happy about it. And then she comes to the realization and she finally has her sad tears, you know? And she's crying for a real reason because there was someone who was actually, you know, thinking of her in that battlefield. Hilarious. I love Lavinia so freaking much. She's one of the best characters on this show, you know, besides Emizu. Anyways, amazing episode. Loved it. Cannot wait for the next episode, especially since the thumbnail is Emizu. They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have put the thumbnail, because now all I'm gonna think about is Emizu. Which is basically what I think about every time, so it's okay. It basically changed nothing for me. Anyways, I love it, this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If I forgot to talk about something, let me know in the comment section down below, and we can continue the conversation, even though I think I ranted for like the past 15 minutes, maybe? Probably. Anyways, I don't know. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys continue supporting for more. Give it a lot of thumbs up if you love Dickinson. Subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. You can go to Patreon to watch the extended version. Usually the extended version is posted way before the edited version hits YouTube, because of, you know, it gets blocked and then I dispute the claim and they take a couple of days to be released. So if you want to have early access, you can go to my Patreon. And yeah, for now, I think that's about it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys next time for more reaction videos for Dickinson. That's it. Mwah. Bye, guys.